Alright guys, the next exercise are dumbbell flies or lateral raises. Basically, I'm going to grab 15s here just for demonstration purposes. I'm not going to tell you I'm doing 40 pounds of this exercise because you really don't need that much. I do maybe 27 and a halves, 30s if I'm lucky. And it's very rare when I'm feeling really good on a workout day and I basically have adrenaline rolling. But normally I use 25s, 27 and a halves. Basically, here's the movements. Very standard, looks pretty simple. You want to keep an eye out for your form on this because if your form starts going south, you're going to prone yourself to injury. But basically, what a lot of people tend to do is they keep their arms straight with this movement. You're putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on your shoulder joints, on your rotator cuff, and you're really going to prone yourself to injury if you keep your arms straight. Get a slight bend in the arms, not too drastic, just a slight bend. And as you come up, you're going to turn your thumbs downward, put your pinkies up, kind of like you're pouring water. You're not going to turn down completely, just a little bit. And basically, I usually keep one foot in front of the other, usually my right foot, my dominant foot. That way, I kind of keep balance. If I keep straight, it makes it a little more awkward. Usually put one foot in front of the other, my right foot in front of my left. Bend down slightly, not too much, and then come up with it. So basically, guys, here's the movement. Start here. Just like that. Like I'm pouring water at the top. You're going to want to squeeze at the top. And don't bring the dumbbells together at the bottom. Keep them right around your thighs. So come up. And lay your hands at your thighs. And come up again. Just like that. Not a hard exercise to learn, but you want to keep an eye out on your form. Like I said, don't use too heavy weight with this. This exercise does not require a lot of weight. Have a slight bend in your elbows. Thumbs down slightly, not too much. Just come up. And obviously, you want to breathe when doing this exercise. Now, I've actually already shown different ranges for this exercise in another video. There's a video I threw together very quick at my gym. I think you guys kind of got the idea though. But I'll show you again just for demonstration purposes. Basically, bottom range, it's going to be just like that. You're just putting tension on the muscle as you come up. Just like that. Middle range, right there. And of course, top range, which gets a little heavy. We're only using 15s. Of course, full range. Now, like I said, guys, you don't need to, do these ranges every time you train, but to throw them into, to your workouts is really good because it definitely mixes it up. It definitely requires a lot more focus than just doing standard full range, in a very conventional style. So definitely mix it up. Have top range in there, maybe throw some middle range in, or when you're doing a set, maybe do all the different ranges. Start with bottom range, go to middle range, and top range. There's no particular order I do these in. It's basically just how I feel. I try to do my workout and just try to make it kind of impromptu and do what I think feels right. All right, guys, final exercise of the day are rear delt flies. It's basically like a side lateral, except kind of bent over more. Now, a lot of people, when they do this exercise, they drop their chest to their knees. I try to keep my back straight because they kind of get this bow in their back. I try to keep it straight. It's a little more challenging to bring the weights up. And basically the movement is, like I said, it's just like that. You want a slight bend in your elbow. You don't want to come back because you're going to start training your back more if you do that. You want to go out like that, turn into a shoulder exercise. What this exercise does, it targets the rear delt, which is the hardest part of the delt to hit. So you definitely don't want to neglect this exercise. You want to have some type of movement like this in your routine to be sure you get the full development in your shoulders. Now, you don't need much of this exercise. I'm demonstrating with 10s. I use maybe 15s, 20s. I don't want to say maybe 22 and a half at the most because it is such a difficult exercise. You don't need a lot of weight with this, guys, so don't go nuts. But like I said, basically, I try to keep my back straight while bent over, of course. Bring the weights up, bring them out like that, not back this way. And I'm kind of turning it into it's basically a fly. Like I said, just bent over. And that's what targets the rear delt. Now, a way to mix this up, what I like to do is I like to do a standard lateral raise or fly. That way you can target the middle head, bend over slightly, and then do it again. Do a rear delt fly to target both the middle head and the back head. And I do this as one exercise, basically. So I do 1, 1, 2, 2. Very simple, but like I said, you definitely want to keep forming this, especially since you do want to be sure you target the rear deltoid because it's so hard to target. So you want to be sure you definitely include this type of exercise in your routine. And same with shoulder flies. Doing shoulder flies, you can actually do this exercise, rear delt flies, standing up and bend over. But like I said, it's more strict when you're sitting down. And the same with shoulder flies, you can do it standing up, but sitting down changes the whole game. So definitely be sure to mix it up. I said it once, I'll say it again, you gotta learn to crawl before you can walk. Get these standard exercises down, guys. Before you start messing with the ranges like I do, learn how to do the exercise at first, because that's so important, just getting the standard motion down. If you don't have that down, doing the ranges is gonna be tough. So you wanna be sure you just have the full range of the exercise down, learn the standard way of training, and then start mixing up a bit, and like I said, start using the ranges. And like I said, for every exercise, it's pretty much relatively the same. I'm using, bottom range, middle range, and top range. And it's basically the same thing. Like I said, bottom range, I'm just putting tension on the muscle. Middle range, not really any rest period in there. And of course, top range. And even the top range with this exercise, you really don't get a rest period. That top of the movement, that's when your contraction is at its top. So you really get no rest period with top range in this exercise. Like I said, bottom range is really the only time you do get that rest period. And that does apply to certain exercises, not all of them. So remember guys, just be sure to mix it up. Try the different ranges out. Like I said, for you beginners, learn the conventional way first, and then start messing with the ranges. Hey guys, I want to thank everybody out there for supporting me with bodybuilding on YouTube, bodybuilder.com, Facebook. It's really been great, guys. You guys really motivate me, and I really appreciate that. And I'm glad I could help promote this incredible lifestyle and get it recognized for how great it really is. I know a lot of you guys might be in the same position that I was, back in 8th grade, being 95 pounds, being that small kid, and being self-conscious about it. I know what it's like, guys. So basically, just keep training hard. If you guys have any questions, go to Mark Millich Bodybuilding on Facebook, become a fan, post your questions directly onto the page. It makes it a lot easier for me to get back to you guys. It's like I said, because I get so many emails on bodybuilding.com, YouTube, Facebook, my email address, whatever. It's hard to get back to all you guys immediately. So become a fan on there, and I can keep track of everything so much easier. Plus, I'll be posting pictures, videos, progress information, nutrition tips, and basically everything you guys want to know will be on there. So become a fan of that, guys, and I really appreciate it.